what we're going to do is I want you to hear from a couple of people who have been taking the product, who have been experiencing some benefits, some of these same benefits that I just talked to you about just a second ago. And so the first person that I would like to bring on, this lady has been on the product not too long, but has already been experiencing some amazing benefits. Her name is Sandy Felix. And so Miss Felix, if you can, let me actually see if I can unmute you. Okay, Miss Felix, can you unmute yourself? Okay, I think she may be having some technical difficulties, and I cannot, for some reason, unmute her. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to the next person, and this person is a young gentleman, and I really like his testimony because he is young, he is vibrant, and you know, sometimes we don't necessarily think that something good is happening in our body because we can't feel it or we can't see it. But he has a great testimony about how the products work without us knowing that they're working. So I'm going to go ahead and call Mr. Kedrick Turner to tell us your testimony, sir. You're up.
Hey there, how you doing?
Great. Go ahead.
My testimony, like my job, they changed insurance, and the insurance company we was with was gonna go up, so they went to a better insurance to keep our insurance policy at a great max. So they came out, did a lot of blood work, took a lot of blood from everybody. I think we have like 600 people in all in our company at my job, and out of 600 on my first shift, they tested all of us. They came back, told everybody who was healthy, who need to improve, what goals we need to hit, how we need to hit the goals, what we need to do to take, what we need to take to hit the goals. And I think like 2 weeks ago, they approached me and called me to the front office talking about we need to sit down and talk to you. I was thinking something bad happened. I was nervous, scared. I'm like, oh shoot, I lost my job. What I did. And they pulled out a lot of paperwork saying, you know, we'd like to give you a $150 raise on your next paycheck. I'm like, why? That was like, because out of 600 plus people on the shift, you are the top healthiest person here. I'm like, how? They was like, you tell us, you know, we want to know what you're taking so we can use it because we're not healthy. I'm like,
Wow.
I don't think Kyani. That's all I take. They was like, what is Kyani? I'm like, my business running. They was like, well, can we know more about it? I'm like, yeah, sure, I don't mind. And they showed me my blood work. They showed me everything. I reached every goal it was for the hit. I think I was like a couple points over every goal. And I was blown out of my mind because I don't eat healthy. I work out sometime. I don't work out all the time because of my job. I work out sometime, but I don't eat healthy at all. I eat out all the time. If you're from Texas, you eat out anyways. So I eat out all the time. And man, like, I was blown out of my mind. And after that, I take Kyani like crazy. I would go to sleep. I probably take too much now because I take it all the time. I mean, I go to sleep, go to work, take it 4 or 5 times a day. I'm like, oh, I'm crazy on it.
Wow. Thank you so much, Kedrick. And how old are you, sir?
24.
You're 24. Wow. Now, do you work with other 24-year-olds or younger?
Yes, ma'am.
You do. And you were the healthiest.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Kedrick, for sharing your testimony with us. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
The next person that I would like to have share their testimony with us, and let me see here. Actually, I can unmute Miss Sandra Felix now. So Sandra, if you can come on and give us your testimony, we'd love to hear you.
All right, can you hear me?
I sure can. Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sandy Felix. Yes, thanks to Kyani that I can feel less pain due to the reduced inflammation due to Kyani. It started with my mentor that gave me some samples for 3 days. And in those 3 days, I was able to bypass my prednisone, my prescription to reduce or control my inflammation. And in those 3 days, I noticed that I was able to not take my steroids or my Aleve to help me whenever I need a little extra boost of inflammation control. So in those 3 days, I was doing great without prescription. And sure enough, those 3 day samples finished. And I went ahead and I went back to my steroids, my prednisone, because of my daily pain, my daily inflammation. I don't want to miss work because I need my income. So therefore, I have to take that. So nonetheless, I had a 7-day trial pack. And in those 7 days, I was again non-dependent on my steroids or my Aleve to control my inflammation. So I knew that this product it's helping me. It hasn't taken away my arthritis, as I do have rheumatoid. I've been diagnosed with rheumatoid for about 4 years now. And so it's amazing to be able to have this Kyani product and not take the drugs that comes in these prescription. So I definitely give the Kyani 2 thumbs up for helping me reduce my inflammation, nonetheless less pain, and all with this 100% ingredient product. So I'm definitely living Kyani with with the triangle of health, and it's an A+. So I definitely would to any of my family or friends that can use these products.
Awesome.
Thank
Great.
you.
Thank you so much, Miss Sandra. I appreciate your testimony. We never know who out there is dealing with, pain or inflammation and who could really use the product, and it might help them as well. So the next person that I would like to bring up is a lovely lady out of the Arizona market. And I absolutely adore her. I love her testimony. So if you can, please unmute. Actually, I'm going to unmute you, Miss Giselle Rodriguez. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mrs. Trevino. Now, my name is Giselle Rodriguez from Phoenix, Arizona, living here with my 2 sons. I want to give you my son's testimony. It's actually my baby boy's testimony. He is a little over 11 3/4. That's how he rolls. Now, in the prior career, I was a pharmacy technician, state certified in both Arizona and Nevada. So part of my job was knowing the side effects to medication. Now, my son's doctor, he actually prescribed him some very strong medication. Obviously, I knew the side effects, but we all saw the side effects and what they were causing him. You're looking that he was lethargic. He was his enthusiasm was down. His passion. He's half Puerto Rican, half Irish. His spunk was not there, and everybody could see it. Now, I'm not making any medical claims, but what I am going to let you know is that within 3 weeks, he was able to be off the medication. And we got to see his process of getting back to his funny, spunky self, and all by using these 3 simple products. And he has no idea that it has broccoli, that it has kale. They both have no idea, both of my sons. You see, my oldest son, he has his own testimony. This is my youngest son's testimony. I have my own testimony. And, just by using the product, it's helping them grow. They have no idea what's going on, but they love the product. So I can let you know, again, not making any medical claims, but there is no way that we're going to ever stop using this product. We are actually a Kyani family. Thank you, Mrs. Trevino.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that testimony. It's amazing to see and hear that even children can take our product and it's safe, it's natural. So, we don't have to worry about, watching our children suffer through some things that maybe they don't have to if they have an alternative. And so this is amazing. Thank you so much. Let's see here. The next person I would like to bring up, this lovely lady is actually, she has been using our Flora Skincare Set, and she has an awesome testimony as well, and I would like for her to share it. I'm going to go ahead and unmute you, Ms. Francine Cano.
Hi, Ms. Trevino.
Hello.
I just want to my testimony is real brief. I started using Flora Skincare System about at the beginning of April, and about 5 days into using the Flores, I noticed a little bit of a dewiness, a little bit of softer skin, and that I was at work and an employee approached me and asked me, "What are you using on your face?" And I was like, "Flora Skincare." I was like, "Wow, they're starting to notice." Um, and of course, she wound up buying the Flora system from me. But I also started noticing that my face started lightening up. My age spots started fading. My fine lines on my forehead started going away. And then, but the most favorite part about my fluorescent skincare system is the fact that my cheeks are not as droopy as they were before. And I just love it. I love my fluorescent skincare system. As a matter of fact, a friend of mine saw me yesterday at the store, and she was like, "You look so bright, so it's just got that little lightener, and I love it. I just love my fluorescent system."
Yes, you are glowing, Miss Francine. Thank you so much
Thank
for your
you.
testimony. So you guys got to hear a little bit of what the product has been doing for people, both on the health side and on the skincare side. My personal testimony with the skincare, I want to give my skincare testimony first, is I've always suffered with really oily skin, and if you have oily skin, then you know that you're prone to acne. And so I also dealt with that and scarring and things like that. And I've been on the product for a little over 2 months now, I would say, because we just launched the Flora Skincare Set. And I have to say that this is probably the best product out there on the market, and not just because I'm selling it or I'm representing this product, but the reason that I tell you that is because I've actually been using skincare since I was 15 years old. My mom did it, my grandmother did it, and so it was just kind of something that we did, right? And so it was natural for me to use skincare. And I would say about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago almost. Sorry, you guys, my dog is barking. About 2 years ago, I purchased an all natural skincare set, another line. I won't mention the name, but I paid about $1,200 for that skincare line. And although it was a great skincare line and I really liked it, it did not give me the results that I have gotten with Flores as fast as I've gotten it with Flores. My skin was still oily. I still dealt with the oil. And I would have to say that Flores has really helped me with my pH balance. Like, I am not walking around like feeling like I have to dab my face, or I'm not self-conscious, about that. And again, like Miss Francine said, people have been complimenting me whenever I put my makeup on. It just goes on so much better. And I also have been told, "You're glowing, like you look really good." And so I love the skincare line. If you haven't tried it, try it. I promise you, it is the best stuff out there. The ingredients are incredible as well, all natural, based on all natural ingredients. So my Kyani Health Triangle testimony is very special to me too, because some of you may or may not know, but I actually had a pretty bad accident 6 years ago, and I fractured my spine. And when I hit my head, I hit head first. When I hit my head, I had short-term memory loss. And so I was dealing with therapy and all sorts of things for 4.5 years. And I always had pain. If it wasn't dull, it was chronic. And I couldn't get out of bed by myself. Rainy days were really bad. Cold days were really bad for me. And so, I had a lot of back pain and stuff like that. And I'm sure it was caused from inflammation, right? And so 1 month of me being on the health triangle, I noticed that I wasn't in pain. I noticed that I wasn't, and it was actually cold. This happened in November of 2014, and we had a pretty cold winter that year. And I noticed that I could get out of bed by myself, and that I wasn't hunched over and walking like an old woman. And I was amazed at my pain level being almost a zero. And I had not been at that pain level since the accident. Even after I would see, doctors and have all this therapy done, I was still always right about a 4.5. And so for those of you who are in the medical field, you know what that means. And you know, for me to be at a 0.1, I was in shock. And about 3 months of me being on the product, remember I said that this helps with cognitive function. I noticed that my memory started to improve more and more and more. And I really feel like never before. Like right now, I'm in my mid-30s and I feel younger than I did when I was in my 20s, just because of the energy level that I have, the I don't know, I just feel like I have my youth back. And so I really have gotten the best sleep of my life as well, because of the sunset pills. And I'm not exactly sure what it's doing at night while I'm resting, but I really feel like it's restoring my body when I wake up in the morning, and I just feel like a superstar. I feel like $1,000,000. I don't have that groggy zombie-like feeling, you know, where I'm dragging around in the mornings. And I used to hate mornings. I used to never be a morning person. And now when I wake up, I feel good. People can talk to me without me being in a bad mood and things like that. And so I really, you know, encourage you that maybe if you're, you know, dealing with low energy, or you're dealing with sleep problems, things like that, maybe even pain or inflammation, take the product, see what it does for you. Try it, give it a try, and just remember, you know, that if you haven't been putting good things in your body for a long time, and all of a sudden you give your body what it needs, your body's going to go into shock a little bit. It's going to be like, whoa, what is this stuff, right? And you might feel the effects right away, and you might not feel the effects right away. It just kind of depends on you and your body, and you know, how your body has been working. But I encourage you, you know, to get with the person who ever invited you to this online presentation, and ask them for a sample, or ask them to try it for 30 days. We do have a 30-day money back guarantee, which means if you try the product for 30 days and you totally change your mind and you want to send it back, you can do that. If, you know, the company gets the product back within the 30 days, they will give you your money back minus shipping. And so, you know, you have nothing to lose. You have everything to gain. And I always tell people, you know, the worst that could happen if you take the product for 30 days is that you're getting the proper nutrition for 30 days. You're giving your body what it needs for 30 days, and you're getting good health. So there's really nothing to lose. It's a win-win situation. So, you know, give the product a try. Give yourself, you know, the benefits of this product, and you know, see what it does for you. You never know. So get with the person who invited you. I also encourage you, if you really want to look more into the science behind these products, go to KyaniScience.com. That's KyaniScience.com, and do some research of your own. See what the ingredients are and how they help your body. So that's all we have tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. We appreciate you. If you have any questions, get with the person who invited you. We'll be glad to answer those as soon as this is done with. Y'all have a great evening.